Hi there. Thanks for stopping by. This is Michelle, and today is Wednesday, September the 10th, and this is our very last Wednesday Wipeout. Wednesday Wipeout has been a year-long crochet along that was hosted by Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, where we worked through the book A Year of Dishcloths by Maggie Weldon. Laura, at the end of each week, would put together a slideshow of all the pictures that people sent in. So she's put a lot of work into this. It's been a lot of fun, and I appreciate all the work that she did, you know, because people have to have lives throughout the year as well. So things come up, and she was actually able to host it, put it all together, and did almost all of them. There was 2 that she hadn't yet completed that I think she was going to try to finish before this week, or finish during this last week. So last week, Laura drew the last one. We were all so anxious to find out what it was. So for the last one, Laura drew the candy corn, and it is by Maggie Weldon. Not all of the patterns in this book were by Maggie Weldon. This is the picture of hers, of Maggie's. There we go. And it was a fun little make. I used this unlabeled white scrap. I think that this one is, it's strange that I actually know the cottons now by their feel. This one I believe to be Crafter's Secret from Hobby Lobby, and the color is just white. And then I used for my yellow, I used Peaches and Cream. I used the color gold. This comes in a 2.5 ounce or 7.9 gram ball of yarn, and it's 100 or skein, whatever, 120 yards or 109 meters. And it, I believe, is made in Canada. Yeah, it's made in Canada. It is a number 4 worsted weight yarn. It's 100% cotton. They recommend 4.5 millimeter needles and a 5 millimeter hook. You can machine wash on cool. You may tumble dry on low or cool. Do not iron, do not bleach it, and do not dry clean. So that is this one. I think I said it was a number 4 worsted. And then for my orange, I use, this is all that I have left, and that one is Just Cotton by Premier. And it doesn't have a color name, it just has a color number. And its little color is 1023-37. And I think by now we all know that when Premier says that it's just cotton, it is a misnomer. It is not just cotton. It is 85% cotton and 15% polyester. They should name it mainly cotton. Yeah. So it does have polyester in it, so this would not be good for anything that's going to be exposed to high heats. So no oven mitts and things like that, because it will melt. But I got this at the dollar store when they first started selling the yarn. I guess my store must have done like a little trial to see how it went, and maybe once or twice a year you could find a couple of skeins, and that's it. But here, the last time I went in, their craft aisle has just gotten like twice as big, and so now they're actually carrying some yarn. So I might go back over there. I know a lot of people are getting the those $5 balls of Red Heart. So I might stop by. Anyway, I digress. Just Cotton by Premier. And this is 104 yards, 96 meters, 21 ounces, 60 grams. I said 85 cotton and 15% polyester. It's a 4-weight medium. It recommends 5mm needles and a 5.5mm hook. It says machine wash warm. Do not iron. Tumble dry on low. Do not bleach. And you may use the dry cleaning solvent P. So that is that. And this is what my little candy corn looks like. It's really cute. Of course, you know, we did all the back loop, working in the back loops, and so it made all the nice little textures on there. I think this could make a lot of fun projects. I could see making a little bag with it, bib, all kinds of fun little things. But anyway, yeah, I used my 4.5 Clover Amore like I always do. Not always. There were a couple of them that I used different hooks for. So, but yeah, this has been a very fun crochet along, and I am sad to see it going away. But all things must come to an end. Now, if you are wanting to do another crochet along with on dishcloths, there is a rumor that Missy's Universe and More will be starting another dishwash crochet along, and I believe it's the rumor is that it's going to start in October. I kind of looked at Missy's page and I didn't see any email, video announcements on it. It might be in one of her video lives or something that I missed, but I've not seen that. And I was going to send Missy an email to find out if it was true or not and what the dates might be so that I could put that in here. But for some reason, YouTube did not want me to have Missy's email address. So even though I did the CAPTCHA and all that kind of stuff, it just said, click the submit button, and I did, and it wouldn't do anything. So I will try to email her later and see if I can't find out that information. And if I find out for sure, I will let you know if she says that I can make the announcement on my channel as well. So, but yeah, so that is the sad end of Wednesday Wipeout. Actually, it wasn't a sad end. It was a great end. That was one of my favorite ones. I liked that one. It was a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to the next one. If Missy does it, I will join Missy with hers. And until then, this whole month is Decade Divas, as well as in October. So Decade Divas, there's about 30 channels that's participating, making something that is inspired by the 70s. And this is the third year that Decade Divas has done this. Not by the 70s, but Decade Divas has been around. This is their third year to do a collaboration. And it is hosted by Shannon, the Spoony Stitcher, and Teresa from Critters Crochet. I will link them below. Each week they on Tuesdays and Saturdays, 2 to 3 content creators will put out a video of something that they made that was inspired by the 70s. If you are not a content creator, or if you are a content creator and didn't get involved with this earlier, signed up with it, y'all can still participate. You can still make an item that is inspired by the 70s. And there's a couple of dates that you can take pictures and post. Well, you can take the pictures anytime you want to, but post them on Shannon or Teresa's community section. There's 2 different dates. So I'll have to look at those dates. Let me pull them up. Hold on just a second. Hold it, please. Okay, so the dates that you can post your makes is the week of September the 28th or the week of October the 19th. So we do want it to be family friendly, and they want you to use the hashtag let's see, what is the hashtag? I believe it is hashtag DD70S celebration. So DD70s celebration. So the Decade Divas. Last year, everybody had a different decade, and the 1970s was skipped. And so this year they decided, because people are unhappy about not having the 70s, so they decided that this year everybody would do just the 70s. So yeah, so that's how you can participate in here. You just have to make something with textiles. So yarn, you can knit, you can crochet, you can macrame, you can quilt, you can latch hook, you can do whatever, as long as it's the majority textiles, you can do that. And then just post it on Shannon or Teresa's page. So far, Shannon and Teresa have already put their videos out. And then last week, K&K Crochet, the Sonnet Silence, and Guinspired Creations, they all went. And then yesterday, on the 9th, was Strings and Threads Heather, Froggy Winning Knitting Jennifer, and All Yarned Up by Tara Lynn. And then this coming Saturday on the 13th will be Heather's Creative Corner, Heather, and Jana K from Flourish Crochet with Jana K. So those will be this week. And like I said, each week there will be somebody, at least 2. On week 3, I think there'll be 3 on this Tuesday the 16th and 3 on Saturday the 20th. So, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So far, I've really enjoyed seeing what everybody's made. It's been a lot of fun. So go ahead, and y'all have plenty of time to whip something up real quick and post it on the community pages of the Spoony Stitcher Shannon or Critters Crochet Teresa. So that is what I have, and I hope you guys participate in this, and I hope that the rumors are true about Missy's Yarniverse and more, and we'll have more crochet alongs. You guys have a blessed week, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.